bañ lu ñaaw der bu ñuul di bañ lu ñaaw ndaw yal na yàlla guddal fan.
Thank you. This is part of our culture, and I think it's only enriching or adding beauty to this event. Brother Ibrahim, thank you very much again for greatly coordinating this event and doing an outstanding job as an MC. Thank you very much, brother. Senator, dear friend, new friend, the councilwoman, our great friend, Mr. Drame Musa, my brother and dear friend here, great leader in the Senegalese community, Mr. Great mother, of course, who I've known for, I'd say, a good 15 years from my days at the UN, and all the members of the community here, the African community, the American community. This is a great historic moment, a historic day. It symbolizes humanity, period. It symbolizes how we have grown as people, as a community, from those unfortunate days symbolized by Bowling Green here, where our ancestors, of course, were sold, unfortunately, in this place. Today, to see the flag of Africa, because I would say it's a symbol for everyone, for all African states. So the flag of Africa being raised here, I think is symbolic, to say the least. It's an honor for us, it's an honor for Senegal. First, to speak here in front of our great friends who are local officials here in New York. Dear friend, dear senator, dear councilwoman, I'll take this opportunity first of all to thank you for what you do to accommodate our communities. We know your commitment to make sure that they're considered citizens to the fullest extent. Thank you. Musa, I've seen you really engage and, give all your efforts and energy to make sure that our communities are well taken care of. I can't forget, it's a tragic and unfortunate event, but I think it symbolizes what you do and how you engage to make sure that the African communities, that the West African communities, that the Kenyan communities, Senegalese communities are taken care of here. Of course, I want to talk about the tragic event that happened in the Bronx earlier this year, where 17 of our citizens have lost their lives in the Bronx building fire. You've done a great job to mobilize every official in New York and every leader in New York to make sure that that type of event doesn't happen again in the Bronx and in New York. So coming back to the event of today, Musa, you and Sadio and Ibrahim, you are the real ambassadors. We are here appointed by our countries, like myself and Brother Adamo, who's here with me, my delegation, Sister Mariama, and Brother Jatta, and the one day who's here, coming from the Consul General. But you are the real ambassador, because being an ambassador is really rising the image of the country so that others can like it and give consideration to the country, and we do that day in and day out. I want to take this moment to thank you for that and to congratulate you. To see that the raising of the flag is done here in Bowling Green also, I think, speaks volume to the principles and values of this country. The mere fact that we can do this in the open, raising in Bowling Green for 3 days, the flag of Senegal being here on top of this symbolic bull that represents quite a lot for the financial district. You know, for that to happen, I think it speaks volume to the values of this country, which speaks for openness, speaks for, you know, collaboration between people of diverse origins. And I would like to really commend that and say that, of course, Senegal is honored to be the recipient of this symbolic act today, but to take the opportunity also to, you know, of course, after my good friend Musa, who really found the great idea of bringing local officials with the great Senator to Senegal, I think I can only say that we are looking forward to it. We'll work hard to make sure that happens in the best manner, and I know for sure that you'll enjoy it. Actually, we were working on a project quite similar, because we were thinking about, you know, because the President of Senegal is heading the African Union, we were thinking about having an economic forum actually in September, where we would gather under the leadership of the New York City Mayor Adams, who is a great friend of Senegal. He was there actually in January 2020. You know, for us to hold a forum here where, you know, entrepreneurs will be mobilized from the American community here in New York, but that would be presided by the President of Senegal, who's the current head of the African Union. So we were working on that, and to come here and see that there is another project that will bring you all to Senegal, I think is a very fortunate coincidence. Thank you very much. I won't hold you for much longer. It's an honor for us to be here. And again, thank you very much and congratulations. And let's get the rising down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Council General. Before we do the national anthems, I just have one more speaker. The Bowling Green Association Chairman, Arthur Piccolo, who's also helped in organizing this event. He played in the background.
Thank you, Ibrahim. You know, the word history has been used a lot here today, and there are two reasons why it's even more historic. First of all, we've been doing flag raising here at Bowling Green since 1996, when the Greek community donated the second flagpole. Ibrahim personally has been responsible for many of the flag raisings we have done here, and you cannot compliment and thank him enough. His work here is extraordinary. But concerning history, tomorrow is the 246th anniversary. I want to tell you why it's so historic to raise your flag here. Tomorrow is the 246th anniversary of the most important day in the history of New York City. On July 9th, 1776, word of independence reached New York City. And to celebrate independence, the New Yorkers gathered and marched down Broadway, exactly where we're standing, and went into this very park, which had been locked by the British to protect the statue of the King, which stood exactly where that water fountain is today. And they destroyed that king, and they destroyed that statue, and declared their freedom. And it's the most historic day in the history of New York City. But the history that may be even more relevant to you, we've been raising flags here since 1996. I don't even know if Ibrahim knows this. This is the first African flag we have ever raised at Bowling Green. And I hope you will join Ibrahim and I in spreading the word through the entire African community that every single African nation that's a friend of the United States, I hope you will tell them to all contact Ibrahim or myself. I will not be happy to erase every one of those flags here at Bowling Green. And I'd love it if we begin next with the African Union flag, a big African Union flag, and then every flag from Africa in the coming months and years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.